Let me get that. At last, we've arrived. Delivery in hand.
I only hope the recipient is pleased with our work.
Right you are. I grant you roaring flame.
What is it now? Unless you brought me some wildflowers, I'd prefer to be left alone. Well, that was most kind of you. My thanks for the trouble. Right, here goes naught. Relief at last. I was beginning to fear that I'd be stuck here for the rest of my days. I've a mind to thank you, sir. Would you look in? I live nearby. There aren't too many houses out here, so you'll find it soon enough, I expect.
So Gustava spoke of a reward for our efforts. Shall we call upon him at his home? Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep? men.
You've a knack for drawing the enemy, Elvis. Your magical aid has dissipated. Pray cast it anew. Feast your eyes on this.
I see you travel.
I expect this would fetch a fair sum at market.
Perhaps fortune has deigned to aid us.
Now, what might that be?
I see you travel without your loyal pawn. You will need to rectify that should you seek my service.
I see a spot where we might mine ore, just yonder.
Ore can be used to strengthen arms and armor.
Lay down your arms, pull your head.
You'll not live to regret this.
Paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Unbelievable.
So Gustava spoke of a reward for our efforts. Shall we call upon him at his home? Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Pray, follow me. Over here, Master. Did you lose sight of me?
It takes a strange ilk to elect to dwell in such hinterlands as these.
'Tis a lonely place, to be sure. Come, I'll lead the way.
Would you care to behold a forgotten rift stone, as yet undiscovered in this world? Then follow me, 'tisn't far.
I? Beg pardon, sir, but...
Forgive me, dear. I forgot to tell you. I asked this good sir to look in on me.
Oh, not this again. How many times have I begged you not to bring strangers into our home?
I know, dear, but this one's a kindly sort. Brought me the wildflowers I needed to make it home when I threw out my back.
'Tis always one reason or another, isn't it? And has it e'er ended well for us? Not once. Mark my words, no one wanders this far out unless they are running from something.
This one's different, I promise you. You've heard tell of the Arisen, have you not? The hero who travels far and wide to track and fell the dragon.
Oh? So this stranger claims to be the Arisen? Believe what you will, but expect no hospitality from me. You may tend to our guest yourself.
You will have to forgive my wife. She has her reasons for being mistrusting, but you deserved a warmer welcome than that. Now let me fetch your reward. Wait here a moment.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Oh! Fie! My back! I've done it in again!
Goat stuffer, when will you learn to be more gentle with yourself?
Oh, hold your tongue! All the gentleness in the world won't stop the hurt from coming. It's only gotten worse of late. There's naught for it but to make for the curative spring.
In your state, you'll ne'er reach it. And that's to say nothing of the monsters that haunt the roads out there. They'll be on you in a moment if they see you limping along on your own. Oh, would that I could take you to the spring myself, but alas,
Don't even think on it, my dear. I'd not ask that of you, knowing how crowded places of that ilk make you feel.
But what are we to do? I fear for you, my love.
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
Fear not. You'll have your reward. I just need to sit still a moment. You'd be willing to accompany me all that way? You see, my dear, what did I tell you? The Arisen's a goodly sort. I've an eye for people.
Oh, don't be a fool, Gaustaffer. You have barely spoken to this person. What if you are being deceived? Did you think of that?
Come. Surely there are far more clever lies to tell if one's intent is to swindle. I'm not sure I can afford to refuse aid so freely given, my dear.
So be it then. 'Tis plain your mind's made up.
We'd best be along. My back isn't like to fix itself.
Pray see my husband safely to the encampment. I shall await your return.
This curative spring sounds as if 'twould do wonders for an aching back. Let us see the good dwarf there, post-haste. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
I am once more in your care, Arisen.
Keep on your guard that we might avoid such missteps in the future. There is a rumor whispered among pawns that I have oft pondered. The gist of it is, when pawns travel beyond the rift, we can contract a peculiar illness that imperils the lives of those around us. At first, we are only restless and excitable, but in time we become so unruly that even the Arisen holds no sway over us.
That sounds most unpleasant. I do hope we shall remain free of it.
Pray, follow me.
Saurian is there!
Ice is our ally against such things. Let my magic grant you an elemental boon.
Oh, well, aim strike right where it hurts. That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Could I trouble you to walk a wee bit slower? My back is like to... Oh! There it goes! Could I trouble you to walk a wee bit slower? My back is like to...
Tis this way.
If that is what you wish, Arisen, I'll go on ahead.
Over here, if you would.
An exemplary performance.
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt. Over here, if you please. This might be worth a read.
Athara, the field of battle is wont to pit us against our fellows, but that does not make cutting them down easier to bear. There's no great shock.
Pray, follow me. This way, Master. Use these flames to smite our enemies.
That's not happening. Got any tales to...
Over here, if you would.
Aye. Is there aught you require?
You would have me lead? Consider it done.
Best quality of soldier now.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Could I trouble you to walk a wee bit slower? My back is like to... Oh! There it goes!
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around.
Over here, if you please. We've arrived, just as planned.
Puh! That's like to make me sick, it is. Still, there's not a swig of newt liquor can't fix, I always say. Bollocks, I'm all out. Boy there, come at a fine time, yeah. Care for a rotten egg? 'Twas soft boiled right here in the hot spring. 'Tis mostly sand, won't kill you or naught. Yeah, bold?
Fancy a look at my wares?
At last! I've ne'er seen a more welcome sight. The spring here has been visited since time prevailed for its curative properties. I only hope 'twill be able to ease the ache in my back. I'll go have my soak now, if 'tis all the same to you. Can't have Cleona fretting over how long I've been gone. Ooh! It twinges a bit.
'Twould seem I owe you a debt of gratitude and an apology. True to your word, you have seen my husband safely to the spring. I was so afeard for his well-being, I couldn't bring myself to sit at home, waiting, wondering. So I followed you at a distance, though now I see I needn't have. My husband and I are met with persecution everywhere we turn, you see. More than one village we thought to call home has driven us away. That is why we live in so far-flung a place. Gaustaffer can bear the judgment well enough, but I cannot. You, at least, have proven deserving of our trust. My husband was right about you. You are a kind soul, indeed. I shall not soon forget this good turn you've done my husband and I. You are welcome to visit us again, if your travels should happen to take you as far as our abode. I would fain lend you my skills as magic archer, Maester. And I'm certain my husband would be only too glad to take up his blacksmith's hammer for your sake.
Sir Cleona was the magic archer maester all along. It seems we've...
Short though our acquaintance may be, your kindness and sincerity have earned my respect. And so, to aid you in your duty, I would grant you this technique, my most guarded secret as maester of my art.
All out.
Greetings. Its healing waters draw upon the volcano's natural heat. Take a dip and your fatigue. Always a pleasure.
Right, we've had our soak, so let's get underway before the rejuvenating effects of the spring wear off.
Understood.
Time for a few sips.
You can't go in yet, sir. You haven't paid.
Time for a few. That's like to make me still. There's a boy there. Come up. Care for a rotten egg? To a soft boil right here in the hot spring. Huh. Bought me some newt liquor, have ye? Many There's naught finer than a gulpin', but I'll need me a nibble to go with my glug. Down the hatch. Aye, this is a dream come true. Suppose you deserve aught for your trouble. Here you are, cuz. A soft boy.
I expect Sir Lamond will further loosen his lips if we continue to gift him newt liquor.
Ought I take your word for it?
Time for a few sips. All out. Well, have you come for a dip in the hot spring? Or mayhap to speak with me? Is that right? Suppose I can indulge you a moment. So, consarn it. This bottle's empty.
Well met, sir.
Well now, have you come for a dip in the hot spring? Or mayhap to speak... Is that right? Have at it then.
I'm nodding off where I stand.
Fancy a gander? I've fine goods for... I've weapons, truth be told. I'm of half a mind to pack up and leave. What with the volcano growing more active of late... as well. always a pleasure.
What ought I to do?
You know, Sol, I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash. I can give you a roof over your head at least. Much obliged.